All right, what is up, everyone? Today I am doing, I think, just a quick video here, and it's because there has been an awful lot of backlash towards Sakamoto Days, and that has continued even further today since they pushed out the opening for Sakamoto Days. Let's get one thing very clear here. I understand not being happy with the studio they picked to adapt it, but the, I guess, cruel, harsh reality of anime is that MAPPA or UFO Table's not going to be able to adapt every single anime out there. And while I do understand that Sakamoto Days is a beloved title, that people were looking very forward to this anime, and I understand that they want kind of the best that it can be in terms of the animation quality and the production for this adaptation. With that being said, it feels like there's an awful lot of people that are being overly critical on the small sample size of the stuff that we have seen. Is the trailer supposed to draw your attention and make you want to watch the show? Absolutely. And a lot of times, yes, the openings do have over-the-top animation compared to what you're going to get in the actual show. It's not the case for everything, but a lot of times that is true. As far as my opinion on the Sakamoto Days opening that they dropped today, I really honestly didn't see too much wrong with it. Okay, so let's skim the Sakamoto Days opening and see kind of what people are complaining about. Now, like I said, as far as the Sakamoto Days opening goes, there wasn't anything too flashy. And I get that that's what has people alarmed. But with that being said, it does not feel like that's necessarily what they were going for. It kind of has a lot of the character introductions and stuff like that. And there's not a ton of fighting to be had in this opening. It's more of like a very artistic style. I'm going to skip ahead here to a portion of the opening that is very fighting-esque, I guess. And while this isn't the most like over-the-top fight scene I've ever seen for an opening, I mean, it's not like it's the worst thing on earth. So let's just run this real quick. Okay, I mean, that's like the entire bulk of the fighting in this opening was the introduction to like some of the death row prisoners and stuff like that in the opening. The most flashy thing on earth? No, but it wasn't an actual fight scene. The one small fight scene we had was Sakamoto and his partner basically fighting some no-name characters in like a gunfight, and honestly, it didn't look that bad, so I don't understand the complete and total backlash that we're getting for the opening in general. Now, the trailer as well has been out for a little bit, and this is kind of where a lot of the people's complaints originated from, was the trailer. I think this it's just something that has kind of snowballed out of control so heavily here in the community, and like I said, I understand it's a well-loved series. I've loved what I've read of it so far, but I think just the announcement of the studio doing it was the start of a pretty big snowball that people took and ran with. And let's be honest here, while they don't have the greatest track record, they have produced some solid stuff. I know people were saying under their luck, but they're the producers and publishers and not the producers for it. But Megalobox is one that's solid. Dr. Stone has looked great pretty much every step of the way. There's a handful of other ones that I was looking at last night. Like I said, I don't necessarily fully understand the hatred here. Let's skim through the the trailer real quick. And I think I remember Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War arc, for the first arc of that, people were complaining about the trailers for that and saying it looked terrible. And in my opinion, Bleach Blood War arc has looked fantastic every step of the way as well. So like I said, I don't fully understand. Let's just real quick, we'll let it go. I mean, looking at this, I don't see what the gigantic complaint is with the direction. And I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't think they're showing the best that it's going to be in the trailer. That would make no sense. I think a good portion of this first core of Sakamoto Days is going to be very character introduction-esque. It's going to be them assembling the entire crew, basically. And so you're not going to get, really, I think, high-end combat scenes until later in the first season. I'm being dead honest here. Like I said, the assembly of the crew, you do have some stuff that happens and some run-ins with guys and stuff like that, but it's not like the stuff that happens in the laboratory and stuff like that, or beyond that. Like I said, I don't remember a ton. I read the first handful of the volumes. I remember them getting to like the laboratory with like the deer head guy. But I personally don't see all the red flags that everyone is throwing up here at this project. And I think it might be unfair because of how well loved it is. I get the opinion. But I think we're getting way ahead of ourselves in calling this thing dead before it's even had a chance to show what it's got. So, I don't know. That's me ranting. I more or less just wanted to kind of point that stuff out. Like I said, it's... people are concerned this is going to end up like One Punch Man Season 2, which me, personally, like I said, I'm not a big anime snob, but I didn't think One Punch Man Season 2 was that bad. And I don't even think it's going to be at that level. I think it's going to be better than that. I think people got this super negative connotation in their head right away when they saw what studio it was, because they were hoping and thinking that it would be one of the bigger studios. And I get it. I really do. Because at the end of the day, if one of the big time studios, I know people were saying like A1, because you know Mappa and Ufotable have their books kind of chock full at all times. But A1, it's not realistic to think that the top of the, proverbial food chain is going to adapt every single manga for you guys. And like I said, I don't personally see room to be super overly concerned about how this is looking. And maybe after this season comes through and it is done its thing, I'll make a video and come back and be completely wrong. But like I said, I'm also somebody who's not that hard to impress. If I'm being dead honest here. So I feel like I personally will probably enjoy it regardless. But I guess that's kind of the way I go into watching shows, is that I expect to like everything coming in. I don't go in with this bearish, super negative mindset that, oh man, this is gonna suck. It's just the way I've always been. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, I have no problems with people that disagree. I want to hear your thoughts. I've read a lot of them, but it just seems like there's such a large group of people that are being super overly negative. And like I said, it might just be that I'm too accepting and easily pleased with stuff. Like I said, I haven't seen the stuff that everyone's claiming is going to be so terrible about this. So, all right, I appreciate you guys watching. Tomorrow we'll have another video with some more first opinions. I have knocked out a bunch of new stuff today. It's been a fun day watching anime for me, so we'll have that tomorrow night at some point. So Once again, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.